Welcome. I think we have today only one person, so it becomes a personal session. Welcome. I think we have today only one person, so it becomes a personal session. Welcome. I think we Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Are you listening to me? You can send a message on the chat so I'm sure, and then we can continue. Are you there, Rakesh? Can you send me a chat message? Oh, no voice. That is. Now you got it? Very good. You got it. Very good. Wonderful. So, in this journey, we will follow the Eastern wisdom to help people, to help each individual manage their pain, and that pain includes stress, anxiety, professional, physical, and personal challenges. Achieve well being, optimum level of physical, emotional, and mental well being. This is an introductory session. Once these two things are achieved, then we go into the third aspect, how to discover our true nature that is full of peace, happiness, love, and wisdom. So, in this series, we will understand the teachings of the great masters. What is mindfulness? Why mindfulness? What are the steps? How to follow these steps? Why every master gave different steps? Still, they follow the same principles. What is the result or the ultimate result of mindfulness? How to define mindfulness? Can we understand clearly by definition of mindfulness what it is? What should we do in daily life to succeed? What are the helpers and the barriers of mindfulness? And all such questions. Knowledge is realized in stages. I always say the seed does not become a tree overnight. Before sowing the seed, we need to prepare the soil, and our soil is this crazy mind. Mind should be soft, gentle, relaxed to be able to listen, to grasp in the absence of distractions. Then we have to add fertilizer. Means what the mind should know those principles that guides the entire journey of mindfulness so that we can grow into meditation. Normally, people say, okay, let me close my eyes, focus on the breath, and that is meditation. No, that is not. Then, watering, I'm explaining the seed does not become a tree overnight. So, the knowledge of the meditation is not realized in stages, not realized instantly. It has to be realized in stages. So, we have covered one, preparing the soil. We have added fertilizer. Now watering. Watering means regularly returning the mind to the same principle by regular practice. Why? So that the seed becomes a sapling. Sapling is a living experience of calmness, peace, joy. So once that knowledge grows, obviously, it becomes a tree, means now we need not to protect or save meditative state. It is always there. It is always there, my friends. Great Master Kabir says, Dheere dheere re mana, हीरे सब कुछ होए. माली सींचे सौ घड़ा, ऋतु आए फल होए. धीरे धीरे रे मना, हीरे सब कुछ होए. If I translate into English, if we move the mind slowly and steadily in the journey of mindfulness, everything that we want will happen in our life. Peace, happiness, love, truth, wisdom. Mali sinche soghara. The gardener puts 100 gallons of water, not at once. It does not, puts 100 gallon of water the first time. And if you put 100 gallons of water in the seed, gone. Ritu aaye phal huye. A very cryptic message is here. We talk of seasonal fruits, seasonal vegetables, seasonal crops. Maybe a seasonal crop may grow after 6 months, but we prepare 6 months ahead, 6 months before. Ritu aaye means when that mind is pure, it is living within, it is living within in silence. Season is now coming, and we enter into that higher state of mindfulness where the knowledge of the real self revealed within. That is the meaning of seed does not become a tree overnight. So, directly, if I say so, if we are a seeker, We want to understand intellectually. So a seeker mind is calm, relaxed, attentive, ready to grasp its knowledge. Then we have the first step, which I say, I don't know, let me know it. So I don't know, let me know it. What to know it? It means I want to know. The mind should be ready, accept the information, intellect should know it, and the memory should keep the knowledge. Peace is my essential nature. After the meditation, I react. Finished. So I'm not keeping that knowledge. Second stage is I do not understand, let me understand. So the masters of the Eastern wisdom are always open to a seeker who wants to know, who wants to understand. With my master, you can say, I used to write, no, I did not understand. How can you say this is possible? That earned his love towards me. So we are always open in the journey of the Eastern wisdom. I do not understand, let me understand it. Means we define it, but definition do not create an understanding. So until we are clear how that clarity comes by asking the question, by thinking, by contemplation, by reflection. So the contemplation brings the clarity, and reflection removes the doubt. I was just giving a private lesson to a young guy, very promising and young guy here. So when I was looking the background of his video, I saw that he was in his bedroom. And I could also find that bed maybe costing a couple of $1,000. I started asking, oh, which brand of the bed that you have? Oh, it's something I don't remember. He said sleep number. Oh, so that cost almost $3,000 to $4,000. And what about the wooden structure of the bed? That may cost another thousand. How much that cost? That cost around no, not very costly. It's only $2,000. Very good. What about the lamp? Oh, that's a branded lamp. Very good. So, do you sleep daily on this bed? Yes. Oh, do you sleep every day on this bed? Yes. So you have organized the entire bedroom that costs more than $10,000 to $15,000. Tell me about your sleep. Is the sleep very sound or disturbed? No, it is disturbed. That's why I'm doing session with you. So that understanding has to be clear. We should make clear. We remove, filter out everything that is not responsible for my sound sleep in this example. Does that mean that we should throw out the bed? No. We should throw the attachment of the mind, which has a wrong notion that declares that if I have such a costly bed and etc., will give me a sound sleep. They both are disconnected. They are not connected to each other. That is understand. Today is an introductory session, so we are now. Then after I do not understand, third part comes I do not experience. That is the third step. So if I do not experience, I do not experience, I should practice. If I practice, it gives me a deeper experience. So, what is the role of that experience? Think of it. So, when I have an experience in the mind, you go to the store, you see the dressing store, you see a particular cloth, and that mesmerizes your mind. It is an experience. But when you practice, it gives you a beautiful experience in the mind. And if it is repeated, the practice is repeated, that experience changes the brain. Now understand, follow it. So when I practice after understanding it, experience in the mind, experience changes the brain. Brain contains all of our habit, instinctive, impulsive nature, my friend. Now, the because of the experience in the mind, the brain changes. When the brain changes, our attitude and behavior changes. When our attitude and behavior changes, our personality changes. When our personality changes, our personal, professional, and social life changes. When they change, then what? Our life changes. Life leaves all the stress and the suffering. So, with this background now, let us understand a little bit about the mindfulness. We will go deeper from where the word mindfulness has come, but today let us understand one thing, that when we use the word mindfulness, it is known as right meditation. So many people say mindfulness and meditation are different. No, they are not different. The first time one master from the Britain, I will talk in detail, went to Sri Lanka and he coined a word mindfulness, which is present in English language. And then he clarified this mindfulness simply means the right meditation. Over the years, we created a lot of misconception. So we will remove those misconceptions based on the authentic teaching. Having said that, now let us say mindfulness. Buddha was born around 500, 480 BC. Patanjali was a contemporary who is known as a codifier of yoga. And there was another master, Kapila, who was born all around 3000 BC. Means almost 2500 years ago, before Buddha was born. Why I said so? I said so. Buddha said Kapila was a great master who defined meditation. Means even the Buddha followed that tradition. The Eastern wisdom is one. I'm deviating a bit and then I'll come back. The Eastern wisdom is one. Like the branch of the science is physics, you have more than 500 scientists in the physics. The physics is one. All the principles coined by the great researchers and the scientists becomes the physics science. So we have 3,000 masters. They follow the same tradition from Kapila to the Buddha. You have to keep in mind clarity. No, I'm doing Buddhist meditation and I'm doing crazy meditation and I'm doing this and that type of meditation. No. It is only one. There are different steps in the mindfulness or meditation, but underlying principles are same. So let us return back. Kapila says, Dhyanam nirvishayam manaha. Dhyanam nirvishayam manaha. He says dhyana means meditation, nirvishayam means emptiness, mana means mind. Meditation is an emptiness of the mind. 3,000 years ago. And then Buddha came, he said emptiness and nothingness. Do you see the understanding? Then add Patanjali also, he was contemporary. So first he says, Yogaschitta vritti nirodha. Means yoga is emptying the mind of its content. So one definition aligns with what Buddha and the Kapila says. But then he goes further. He says when there is an emptiness, the mind has an uninterrupted flow of consciousness. Patanjali gave another definition. Tatra pratyekatanata dhyanam. Very beautiful. Tatra pratyekatanata dhyanam. So he defined the process. When we choose an object of meditation, when we do the practice regularly without fail, the time comes, the object of meditation merges into the meditation so that we have an uninterrupted flow of the mind. Uninterrupted flow of the mind. Oh, I see the infinite space. Where? Here also, there also, here also, here also. No object is there, objectless state. Understand it very clear. So Buddha in his Eightfold Noble Path, the mindfulness practice is the seventh one. So what he explained in the first 6 steps, he explained all the principles so that we can prepare the mind, we can purify the mind, we become a seeker. Can we say in modern language that it's kind of an orientation? When you take admission in any course and the university calls you, come on for orientation. Today is only orientation. But this orientation in the journey of mindfulness is different from the formal education. You have to work on the mind by hundreds of tips and practices. Same way, all other masters also talks about the same. So you see that I'm repeating again. Kapila says definition, and then we will go a little deeper in our next session. Dhyanam nirvishayam manaha, Kapila says. Great master. Almost we can say that he founded 80% of the principles of Eastern wisdom. Or you can say one of the most beautiful understanding of existence, of our real nature, and the world outside. The Patanjali borrows many of the principles from Kapila teaching. So, first definition of the meditation or mindful dhyanam nirvishayam manaha. Then we come to Buddha. Buddha say emptiness and nothingness. Right mindfulness. This is what the seventh step, seventh of the eightfold path says. And the eighth one is the final, highest state. So to understand that emptiness, if we take help from the Patanjali, Patanjali says there are contents of the mind. And that can be emptied. Means we can make the mind empty. And with the second sutra of the Patanjali, which says Tatra Pratek Tanata Dhyanam, means uninterrupted flow. So when there is totally emptiness, means there is nothingness. Where the mind will the mind pick up anything? Because it's only emptiness. So it is an uninterrupted flow. Uninterrupted flow. I ask you to go into a dark room. Find out who is there. And you return, there is no one. How do you see that there is no one? Pay attention. I'm invoking one of the serious principle of East and West. So I say there is no one. How do you know that there is no one? There is the darkness, there is totally emptiness, there was nothingness. I could not see anything, so it was nothingness. But then I ask you, who is reporting me that there is nothingness? There is no one. I'm reporting. So how do you say that there is no one? You were there. So my mind experienced the state of nothingness. My mind, with reference to the world outside, saw nothingness, but with reference to myself, I am present. So, what it means? It simply means when this mind is emptied with reference to the world outside, means the content in the mind which has entered into the mind from the world is left. After all, you are left. You are not finished. You are aware. You are in meditate. I just give a word you need to think before we meet again to understand that Emptiness or nothingness in the mind makes us understand that we have to move from the objective reality to the subjective reality. And once that happens, what we say, we we enter into the state of awakening. And now the time has come for a small practice. So we will go for today's practice. Close your eyes. In the stage one. Why I'm pointing to the stage one? When we will meet in the next time again, so you will remember that what we did in the stage one, what we did in the stage two, and so on. So what I will do, I will be adding the stage, or I will be adding the steps. Why? So that you have a clear understanding. Because when you have a clarity, then you can do the practice easily. So in the stage one, we prepare the body, senses, and the and the mind. So first put the position, place your body in a comfortable position, sitting or lying down, sitting on the chair or in any posture. Check that the position and the state of the body is comfortable. Eyes are closed gently, and the mind is facing inside the head or the heart, whatever you choose. You are aware that the body is in the right position. What is the right position? You don't feel any discomfort, unease. And eyes are closed gently. Her mind is looking inside the head or the heart. Now we prepare the mind by being comfortable and carefree. If you remind that we said if the mind is not prepared rightly, then we do not succeed in mindfulness or meditation. So, how do we prepare? So, I give the two very popular steps in all my practices of meditation. Being comfortable. Eyes are closed. Body is steady. Mind is looking inside. In that state, you move the mind on the neck joint, or you look at the neck joint mentally, or I can say you feel the neck joint. When you feel, you have an experience of sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Move the mind on the shoulder joints. Move the mind. So when I say move the mind, you simply become aware. You are looking mentally at the shoulder joints. When the mind is aware of it or feel it or looking at it, the mind triggers some sensation that we will understand why and how. Experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. The mind looks at the hip joint, sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Mind looks at the spine, feel the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. The entire body. The mind is looking at the entire body. You feel the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Now we will go for the next step of the stage one, being carefree. Did you care to understand what is the word means carefree? Free from all the cares. Oh, I'm carefree, but what makes you not carefree? Mind. Why? Mind has lot of thoughts. Wandering mind, distracted mind. So we say, okay, mind, keep distracting, keep wandering. I'm not with you. I do not belong to you. With that understanding, with that understanding, you are watching, feeling, and aware of these thoughts that are coming and going. So, in the stage one, I said position and state of the body. First step. In the second step, we become comfortable and carefree. In the third step of the stage one, we remind the goal of the mindfulness by the process, by the method, moving within, living within, and awakening within. Only three steps, yes. But these three steps are then they break down into many steps. That is what we are going to understand and practice. Now come to the second stage. So today in the journey I added a very simple nyasa. And then we will break down into different stages. So in the stage one, we are working on moving within and living within. So in moving within, we are doing the nyasa. Move the mind on the head and the neck. I will name the major parts of the body. And then your mind should experience something different. What is that? Head in the neck. Look, feel, sensation, awareness. You're not doing anything. Pay attention. Right arm, look, feel, sensation, awareness. Left arm, look, feel, sensation, awareness. I'm not asking you to do. Pay attention by the four words what I'm conveying. Look at the rib cage. Look, feel, sensation, awareness. Belly, look, feel, sensation, awareness. The spine, look, feel, sensation, awareness. Right leg, look, feel, sensation, awareness. Look, feel, sensation, and awareness. Left leg, look, feel, sensation, awareness. The entire body, look, feel, sensation, awareness. Entire body, look, feel, sensation, awareness. This is one of more than the 100 steps I give to help the mind move within the entire body. Look, feel, sensation, awareness. Now, in the stage 2, we will see how the mind should be living within. Then, in that process, you will understand. Because if the mind is not moving within, then how it can live within? If you do not enter into your house, how can you claim that you are living within? See that? So we are going logically with clarity and understanding. So living within here is the step, look at the breath. I said, look at the breath. I did not say focus on the breath. Casually, you are aware of the breath going in and out. That is the first point of awareness of the breath. or you can say one-pointed awareness of the breath. Breath is going in and out. Second point, you feel the sensation of the breath going in and out. Third point, you do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. That is one of the ways to help the mind to live within you. Three-pointed awareness. I'm repeating again. First point of awareness, you know the breath is going in and out. Good. Second point, you experience, you have a feeling of the breath is going in and out. Third point, you are paying attention. What is that attention? You do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. So we will continue to progress, and I will be adding more and more steps as we progress. Now, when the breath goes in, we are moving into the stage 3. The moment the breath goes in, drop mentally Shantoham. When the breath comes out, drop Shantoham. Now we want to see the uninterrupted flow of the mind. How to check? Every time the mind recognizes the breath is going in and coming out, and you are dropping Shantoham. The mind doesn't forget. The mind is not distracted. Now, when my mind is distracted, what should I do? You remember, you recall, and return again to Shantoham. Is it not simple? Just an introductory part. Now, do nothing. So there are 3 points to remember. Doing nothing. I will recite to deepen your practice, and then we will return in a specific Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now bring the mind on the right hand. Mind, become aware. Move the mind on the left hand. Become aware. Raise both your palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside. Know your experiences and bring the hands down. Now is the time to share your experiences. What is your experience? What you feel? What is, huh? What is your expectation? So we can chat. You can ask me any question so that I can answer. We still have 10 minutes to go. So, Ludmila, how do you feel? I know you are here. Continue, just share. So, what we have understood today as that what exactly is meditation or mindfulness. So, I will tell you the history of mindfulness in the following sessions. But understand that understand that this master who used the word mindfulness for meditation, so he clarified that this mindfulness is right meditation. So you can say the mindfulness or sensations during the nyasa all over the body. With that, the body disappear, replacing it with the space and the darkness. Yes, Rakesh, it is a deeper state of body disappears means that the sense of attachment and the clinging that I am the body left the mind. So when the mind drops that sense of attachment and clinging and identification, it enters into a deeper state. So now two things to be noted. The mind still contains lot of impressions from the past. They will continue. We have a deeper experience. But the impressions, we need to release all those impressions. That is why we say the meditation should be done regularly without break. That's a beautiful experience otherwise. So I was talking about this, I'm summarizing that right meditation is mindfulness. So do the practice regularly and think it over. The three definition or four definitions I can say. Buddha says emptiness, nothingness. But what is that nothingness? So Kapila, the great master, says Dhyanam nirvishayam manaha. When the mind is made empty. But then we are not clear. Not very clear. There are wise people who can understand it. So So, but even having a wisdom, let us break up and have a clarity. So, the clarity comes from Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Yogaschitta vritti nirodha. Yoga is emptying the contents of the mind. What are those contents? Those contents belonging to the world. That makes my mind wander, distract, obsess, lazy, crazy, etc. etc. Because when we empty that, then what happens? Then mind is empty. Then I gave an example. You see, we have to go slowly. I send you to a dark room and asking, report me what is there. You say no one is there. It is totally empty. There's darkness. The darkness, no one is there with reference to the world outside, with reference to the room, but you are there. You reported me that there is nothing. Means what? This mind, instead of looking outside, it looks here. I am. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. It means let everyone be happy. Sarve santu niramaya. Let everyone be healthy. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Let everyone be blessed. Ma kasyid dukkha bhag bhavet. Let none suffer from misery in this world. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let there be peace, peace and peace. With that mantra, I do namaste to all of you. We will meet again in our next session. Thank you. Namaste. Be in peace. Keep smiling.